Hello, everybody, and welcome to another Kev Play. This is Kevin, and we are on episode 29 of our playthrough of The Last of Us Part 2. Last time we had the motorboat. We were kind of going through some Seraphite camps. We climbed that kind of like, I guess, it was like a train that was derailed train, I think. And then yeah, we basically by the end of it, and we faced that crazy bloater. But yes, then we Ellie was making her way across the stormy waters to the aquarium, and then got hit by waves, and then she basically she got washed up ashore or swam, and it was very rough, and now she's here. And from here on out, let's see what we find. Tape. It was worth it. So just like it's kind of bringing us back to that Jurassic, or not Jurassic, you know what I mean, the dinosaur museum, the space exhibit, everything. Now we're kind of, again, in another exhibit. Which seems interesting. Interesting creative choice. Bannerfish, saddle grouper. You gotta think about all the research that Naughty Dog had to do just to get this, like, kind of, like, contextual information that really doesn't have anything to do with like spores or fungus or outbreak or survival. It's more or like human behavior and all that. Yeah, that's all. But they're also like looking up sturgeons and minnows and all these fun facts for the player to just kind of all the dinosaurs that we learned about, and there's just so much went into this. Definitely a $200 million budget game. Not saying that lesser games haven't pulled it off, but just saying. There's just a lot to glean from this game. A few sea creatures can make their own light. It's called bioluminescence. This is interesting because you think of that saying, when you're lost in the darkness, go to the light or find the light, the Fireflies motto. And that's kind of what Ellie did. Joel was her light. Ellie was his light. Kind of back to, overcoming grief and overcoming loneliness or hopelessness. But then there's something here that's like, there's a light within. And you should focus on that a bit instead of making your whole world about trying to get to some external light. Not to say that you shouldn't do that, but there's both. Interesting little philosophical thing there. I'm just pulling that out of my ass, by the way, but I think that's a fair interpretation. Hey, Puppet Pig, how's it going? Speaking about The Last of Us 2, and by the way, The Last of Us Part 2, they released the Grounded, I think it's called Grounded 2, it's like the making of The Last of Us Part 2. I have not watched any of it yet. I know there's some clips circulating on Twitter. I don't want to watch any of it yet. I did see something with, Abby's voice actress, getting death threats and stuff like that, but I didn't want to look too closely at it yet, because honestly, if I wasn't playing this right now, I would be watching that, because I'm definitely interested in watching that. I really enjoyed the God of War 2018 documentary, so I'm definitely into seeing the behind the scenes and all the, what really went into making this game. Like, very interesting to me. Oh, I was going to speak about that. Oh, I'm guessing about the Abby thing, or I mean Laura Bailey is her actress's name. Or were you speaking of something else? I'm trying to remember if there was any other news about The Last of Us. Oh, I did see something, but I guess more or less something confirms that The Last of Us Part 3 is happening, but I don't know. I really don't know what the context of what was said yet. So and it's not something that really surprised me. It's something I think makes more sense if there's a sequel for The Last of Us Part 2 than there ever was for The Last of Us Part 1. So I always thought that there had to be some final chapter that was gonna be in motion after this second game. But I'm very in the dark about that so far. I haven't watched any of it, but I know like the news is breaking big time with headlines and stuff. But I think even Neil Druckmann said like, "Oh, there's going to be headlines tomorrow or something." But very interesting, yes. Should I go in this little area, or is that where the story wants me to go? I will say, um, just to shift gears a bit, yeah, so that state of play happened. Um, Probably one of the more entertaining state of plays, I'd say. There was not only was there a little something for everyone, but and yes, we didn't. They're still holding out with like first party, like the kind of like the first party we're expecting from like say like Bend or Sucker Punch um, or studios like that. But I'm very satisfied. There's like the two big games from, or really there was a lot of games. Like first of all, they showed Helldivers 2 more right off the bat, which makes sense because that's going to be coming out like within the week. And I think I'm going to pick that up. Helldivers 2. It looks like a competent multiplayer game that you can play alone or with friends. I don't know. I think it is online only, but still. Yeah, my friend is a big Sonic guy who works with me, so he was very happy about that Sonic. I guess it's like a remake or remaster of a PS3 Sonic. He was saying. Um, I'm glad that Sonic is getting its due. It's like they're pumping out games, and I'm sure the success of the movies have helped this a lot. Um, so I'm glad that that's happening for Sonic fans. Uh, a remaster plus extra content. Okay, so yeah, cool. I love this new era we're in, where we're getting remasters, but it's also like reimaginings of like extra content that could be added to those older games. Other than that, yes, Judas is a big game for me because it's from Ken Levine, and after playing Bioshock One, I'm totally into his art style or like his vision really, and I really trust that that's going to be a crazy game. And it's been a while since I've actually played any modern first person shooter other than Call of Duty, so it will be Judas is something I'm looking forward to. There's no release date. It's definitely going to be like a 2025 game, I'm guessing. But yeah, at least, and in the very least, I'm very happy about the Death Stranding 2. More, just seeing more of that. Seeing like I know it's like a 10-minute trailer of like what the hell is going on, but like I'm glad we got confirmation on kind of like a release window for 2025. It stinks that I'm still kind of in the dark of what's going to be happening with 2024 in terms of what games I'm going to be picking up, especially what single player games am I going to be picking up, because Helldivers 2 is multiplayer, South Park Snow Days, that's a multiplayer game. I don't really know what else to expect unless Spyro 4 happens, but we'll see with that. Um, but yeah, Death Stranding 2 looks awesome. I like how it's like completely reimagining. It's not just a carbon copy of the first game. It's a completely new idea, and it's going in a different direction. That weird like 8 frames per second puppet that was on one of the characters, or that was on like Sam's like it was basically like Sam's Mimir from God of War, being kind of like this like carry on guy that's going to be talking to us as we walk around. Like that was very trippy. I really like that. Also, a new Kojima is in production, and that was cool too. And yes, this will be a ways out, but this was a very refreshing thing to have announced, especially after we know that Microsoft is getting their own kind of like, I guess it's like a they're getting like a cloud-based game hybrid movie thing with that I forgot what it was called, but what they revealed at the Game Awards. So I'm fine with Kojima can work with Kojima is gonna work with whoever he wants, and I'm glad that he has the freedom to do that. It's very rare for an auteur to just be that big and be able to just like jump around from PlayStation to Microsoft and different platforms like that. But yes, it sounds like we're getting a spiritual successor to Metal Gear Solid after he kind of can't really do anything with that anymore. It's basically going to be like an espionage uh, tactical like I guess did they mention stealth? But it sounds very similar to what Metal Gear Solid is, but it's probably going to be its own thing. I'm sure it's going to stand on its own. I'm sure they're going to be pushing the boundaries of what we consider entertainment. With it being, with Columbia Pictures or Sony being very heavily involved in kind of making it this like film slash game hybrid thing, which I can't even imagine what that is, because like a game like The Last of Us Part Two or God of War 20, the modern God of Wars, or even the original Death Stranding, to me those are game cinema hybrids. You're telling a deeply narrative story, you're seeing cutscenes, and then you're playing. So like, what does it mean when it's like? I guess it's more of going to be like a cross medium thing where maybe we can play it on PlayStation, but there's some interactive quality to it that if it was released in some movie format that you can. I don't know what it means at all, honestly. But it's called Fizzant. I think it's like a working title. Fizzant. I don't even know what that word kind of annoys me, honestly, because it's so it just means nothing to me. It's just like a random word, and I don't know, like, but I'm intrigued. That's all I can say, and I'm excited. For it seems like, and it was good to see Herman Holst again. By the way, being kind of like the guy who's hosting this, because usually it's in like the past few years it always seemed to be Jim Ryan who was shepherding these these kind of like showcases in a way. So I guess it was just refreshing that Herman Hulst, he kind of has a little bit more character to him, and he seems to be genuinely excited to be working with Kojima and bringing Sony forward into the unknown. So I'm all about that. What am I in for here? And should I have a gun ready? Let's get this gun. So it's basically Metal Gear Solid, yeah. But knowing Kojima, I'm sure he's gonna be doing something completely wildly different. And speaking of Metal Gear Solid, I am like a little over halfway through Metal Gear Solid 2, and I'm loving every second of it. It's very very intriguing. It's like a very great sequel to the first game, in my opinion.
What is all this stuff?
What is all this stuff? Bunch of rusted sinks. Is it hard? It has the same level of like, because I'm playing on normal. It has the same level of challenge where you'll run into some puzzles, you'll run into some where you have to do a little backtracking. There's some parts where I've come across some boss fights so far, but honestly, it's all doable. I'm not that I haven't hit like a brick road yet or a brick wall yet. When it comes to playing, there's been some moments that really made me take pause and be like, okay, what am I supposed to be doing, or what am I supposed to be doing here? But I think what's so great about Codec and being able to call all the people who you're in contact with, is you can kind of get them to not so much give you a hint in the same way like God of War Ragnarok the NPCs were always giving you obvious hints to like what you're supposed to be doing, but it at least pushes you in the right direction when you use the codec, and you need to kind of have an idea of what to do. At that point, I would just look up a guide. Yeah, but I don't know. For me, I'll use a guide when I'm like really at a loss. Like if the codec fails to, because what's so entertaining about the codec too is that you're being fed story as much as you're being fed what to do from a gameplay perspective. So I don't, as long as the codec can serve to entertain and serve to kind of immerse me, and it's being successful and pushing me along, then I'm fine using just calling characters up or whatever, and having them just give me a vague idea of what I'm supposed to be doing. For me, like I've been finding it very playable so far, and like I'm dying to get back to it. Honestly, like I'm like looking forward to what happens next. It's very engaging. Okay, right now we're like in the aquarium, one of the aquarium exhibits. I feel like. Let's see. I just got Persona 3 Reload. Okay. Yeah, I think you got it yesterday, right? Part of me was like, should I stream tonight? Or, yesterday, I was like, should I stream tonight after the state of play? But then I was just like, I usually just get... There's part of me that I need to get over a hump when it comes to getting ready to broadcast. Like, if I'm too tired after work, I kind of have to, like, wake myself up and pump myself up to play and put this on. So I was just like, you know what, I see that Puppa Pig has Persona 3 Reload. Let's let him play the game. Let's let him play the game for oh, you got it a day early, February 1st. Nice. So I figured I'd give you a day to play before because it would suck if you got the game and then I'm streaming all of a sudden, and it's like, oh, okay, gotta watch The Last of Us Part 2 now. But I'm glad you're enjoying it, if that's the case. So that's like I'm guessing by Reload, it is kind of like a remaster remake, right? Yeah, I'm loving the game. Awesome. Yeah, I'm glad you got something to keep to hold you over right now. because right now, like, I guess I'll be playing Helldivers, but I'm kind of like satisfied with playing Metal Gear right now. Plus, I have to get back to playing the Bioshock sequels and everything. So, like, I have games to play in my backlog. But yeah, Helldivers 2 is something I think will. Maybe I'll wait for reviews. I have faith that it's going to be well received, but I'm in like it's like I don't really need a new game just yet. It's a remake, okay. Okay, what we got going? Did I get everything? I did, okay.
Where the fuck are you?
No infected so far. Not seeing much of anything yet. Smile, don't be crabby. Salt water, huh? Right. Let's see what we got here. Nothing.
Shit.
What am I supposed to do here?
Gotta be another way.
Did you have Metal Gear Solid Master Collection, right? Were you playing through the first game? Did you ever beat it? I can't recall if that was if you ever told me that.
Jesus. Shit. Stupid dog.
Aw. Yeah, I have it and I never beat it. I just really suck. The first game is definitely rough because it is definitely like I thought it holds up well. You know, even though the graphics are a little rough, it holds up well as a like the playability holds up well. It's still like very responsive and everything. It didn't feel like I was playing like it felt like a doable game. It doesn't like there's a lot of games where I just like I can't play it anymore because like of old controls and all that. And yeah, there is kind of a datedness to it, but I think it holds up very well. But I agree that I think the first game is a little rough. I was definitely not looking forward to playing the first game over again, mainly because I already played it very recently. On the PS1, or you know the PS1 disc version, and like I could see myself playing it for the Master Collection for the trophies again, but I think I'm gonna wait a bit. But yeah, I don't blame you. That I think there were some parts in the first game where I was like, "What the hell am I supposed to be doing?" It was actually frustrating me. That's why it actually, after I beat the first game, it was very rewarding. You know, once you figure certain stuff out and you keep going, it's rewarding. But I think after I beat Bioshock and I was like, okay, I don't want to play another Bioshock right away, so let me play Metal Gear Solid 2. It took me a while to kind of like gear myself up to do that because I was like, oh god, is this gonna be another like as much as I love the first game, like I'm like, is this gonna be another like, is this gonna give me a headache like from the start or what? But I found it very. It was like easing into a hot tub. Like it was very doable for me,
God,
and I'm very much enjoying it now.
fuck happened here?
Bloody rags. One of these days, I'll get back to it and beat it. Okay, yeah, yeah. It's no rush. All I'll say is that my plan was to play BioShock, beat it, play Metal Gear Solid 2, beat it, and then go back to BioShock 2. But right now, I'm having so much fun with Metal Gear Solid 2 that I'm actually willing to, like after I beat it, I could see myself just playing the third game. So that I think that says something. All right, what we got? I think we're getting closer to people. And Abby's supposed to be here, so... Owen Moore.
Owen. Really?
Firefly. And Owen, we know Owen from the beginning of the game. He was with Abby when we were playing as her.
Shit.
I guess that was a scripted break of the jar there. I don't see any way into these into these locked doors. I'm hearing people.
People don't come back from that island.
How many times has Abby risked her life for you?
She chose this. I'm not fucking going there.
Then don't! Go back.
Fuck you, Owen. Hands up.
Where's Abby?
You're that girl from Jackson.
Tell me where she went.
How do we know you won't kill us?
Give her what she wants and we're dead.
You guys can survive this. I just need her.
Bullshit.
You. Come here.
Fucking get over here!
Point to where she is on this map. And then you... It better fucking match up.
What are you doing?
She's probably dead anyway.
It is not worth it.
Stop!
We can talk
Back
about
the
it.
fuck up!
Point to where she is.
Fucking point!
Tell me Abby is.
Where the fuck is she?
Whoa, 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 whoa. Hey. Hey. It's all right. Come on, let's go. Let's go. It's all right.
She took it anyway.
Well, I'll read this and I'll say what I'm thinking right now. Is Helga ready to know the secrets of the coveted sorority? For Helga, the most important part of college was pledging to Omega Theta Phi, just as her mother had 20 years earlier. It was going to open every door for her and introduce her to a world of men who could give her the glamorous life of her dreams. Helga had legs for days and a smile that twinkled. Every fraternity man vied to take her out Friday nights, but none of them could fulfill her needs, and she came back to the house still craving. Fortunately, there was her sisterhood. At the sorority house, Helga found not just satisfaction but an education in the hands of her big sister, Beth. She knew what a woman's body wanted better than any man. In the showers, cuddled up in a twin bed, the women discovered a world of pleasure. This is the door Helga never knew she needed opened. Interesting. My first thought is Ellie killing a pregnant woman. It just goes to show you never know where people are coming from. Ellie is so set on her narrative, on her story, on her what revolves around her, and I get it. She's been through a very traumatic experience, something that very much, she lost someone who has been a big impact on her life, for better or worse. But she's just wants what she wants. She doesn't see things from multiple angles, it's just she didn't know those people, and she tried to do Joel's tactic of, you point on the map where Abby is, and you tell me, and then you tell me where she is, and it better match up. She's trying to be Joel. She's trying to like channel Joel. This is who Joel is, and this is what Joel bestowed upon her, is this lifestyle, and this, being this ruthless. For what? It's just like, what are you getting out of this? Yes, you want revenge, but it's just it's so messy, and it's just this is and it's like, but you aren't Joel. Joel wouldn't have allowed Owen to get as close as he did to Ellie. Ellie, there's a part of her I think that feels empathy, didn't probably didn't want to do anything to those people, or maybe she tells herself that, but maybe there's part of her. It's just like we were talking about that. The fish that has bioluminescence, that has light from within. Maybe there's light from within, but it's like she doesn't give herself a chance to even look that way. You look within. She's trying to she's in the darkness and she's trying to find a light, and the light at the end of the tunnel is just not in the right direction for her. And it's a shame, and like I said, it just the outcome of her actions. It makes sense that she pulled back after what she did, and made that mistake of just leaving that map there. But she's not seeing she's not seeing that people are coming from completely different. Humans come from completely different angles. We're multifaceted. We have different roots, different situations. You never know what's going on in someone's head, or what their lives are, or what how their date. You just don't know where people are coming from, and to just treat them like obstacles that are in your way, it's not the right way to go about life or anything. I don't think at all. And that's what this game, I think, really does a great job at teaching. I think because now she's back and no consequence for what she's done. Like she's back with Dina, and just like you just killed somebody that you just killed a pregnant mother and some random, I want to say random guy to her, but we don't know who he is. We know who he is because we know that Abby is connected to him, and she's fond of him, and actually both of them we know are the couple that Owen impregnated the woman. So we know that all these people are so interconnected. It's like they're human beings, and we know that Abby is coming. She did this for a reason. We know that Joel had something coming to him eventually. So it's just interesting how they've set this up. But anyway, let's get back to where we are here.
Nah, by the time we get there, this whole area will be thawed. Where are you going?
Needed some air. What are you guys doing up?
Couldn't sleep.
Come take a look at this. Thought is to head home via Ellensburg.
We're in Falls City by tomorrow. We're doing good. Hey. They got what they deserved.
But she gets to live.
Yeah. Is that okay?
It has to be.
I'm really not looking forward to going through Idaho again.
What you should be worried about is what Maria's gonna do to you when we get home.
We've been through worse. However, as I was passing through some ritzy section of town, I come across this necklace. It sparkles a lot. I think it's real gold.
You think it's real gold?
It's real gold.
Let's see it.
I know what gold looks like.
If it's legit, can we say it's from all of us?
Ha! You find your own damn bribes.
How you doing?
Fine.
Ellie.
Fine. Thanks for coming back for me.
My friend's problems are my problems.
You're such a sap.
All right, how about, my friends can't get out of their own damn way?
It's better. Shit!
Jesse, stand up! Hands in the air, I shoot this one too.
Don't you do it, Ellie. Get out of here.
Stand up! Now!
Don't you fucking dare!
Shut the fuck up! Fuck. All right. Stop! Stop!
Toss your weapon.
Toss your weapon!
No.
I know why you killed Joel. He did what he did to save me. There is no cure because of me. I am the one that you want. Just let him go.
You killed my friends. We let you both live.
And you wasted it. Dad? 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 Come on. Dad?
Wow.
Not this way.
And it's just okay, so Jesse's like, my friend's problems are my problems.
Back where I started.
And it's like, again, I was talking in an earlier episode about how Jesse was kind of getting drawn into this. You know, that's the impact someone has, like someone like Joel, or like any actions or choices we make in our lives. It affects those directly and those indirectly. You know, Jesse and Joel, they didn't really, you know, they've crossed paths a couple times, but they weren't too close. But Jesse got wrapped up in all of this, and you know, like for him, he values, you know, loyalty and friendship, and you know, for him, Ellie's probably someone that's, you know, even if it's platonic love, it's love. And Ellie calls him a sap, like you're such a sap, and that's like so insulting.
Dad, come on! You can't keep doing this.
It's so insulting to who he is because it's not even just, it's just insulting to the player in a way too, because she's the one who's going down this terrible path of, like, you know, this revenge story because of Joel. And yes, their bonds are deeper, but why, you know, why is Jesse's values of, you know, I'll stick with who the people in my life, or I'll get drawn into, you know, it's, you know, him making that choice, why is it bad for him? But for Ellie, it's like this big, it's like, I get it, like Joel was more of a father figure, but a kind of a destructive father figure in a way, you know, giving his past and the behaviors he, you know, but it's just, why is her choice so holier than thou that she must be doing this? Is it just because that, I don't know, it's just something to think about. It just, people impact each other, and they make their own choices of their own volition. But now he's dead. And I'm sure Ellie in that moment realized, oh my god, I'm back in the same situation I was with Joel when Joel was helpless and dying and tortured. And now I'm helpless again. You know, after all this whole 29 episodes of playing so far, trying to get Abby, she throws her gun aside and is just like, I can't believe this is happening to me again. And you think this would be this is a learning moment, I'd say, especially after what happened to Jesse. Now Tommy, a gun aimed at Tommy's head, like, and who knows if she's even gonna make it out of this at this point, like.
Nope.
But here we are with Abby. I think this is like the most appropriate time to cut to her. I think it really is like a great creative decision. Now let's see what is her beef. Because it's definitely a younger Abby here, right?
Maybe I should try the downhill area.
Is that the downhill area? I didn't press L3. There we are, okay. Squirrel.
Dad!
Where are you?
From here.
Here we go.
Is that locked though? Let me just check around this building first. Now, understandably, a lot of people are going to be upset that we're playing as Abby. It's definitely conflicting. This is the person who's killed our protagonist from the first game. And yes, Joel made a lot of bad decisions, but there's humanity to him too. What do we have here? Zoo Lights Festival. Flip. Glowing lights. Well,
by 20 years.
Oh, this is from 2013 to 2014. Okay. Glowing lights welcome you on a beautiful night journey through an illuminated forest, a tunnel of stars, and dozens of dazzling lights displays as you visit our animal friends during the holiday season. And yes, the reindeer are back. Book your tickets now, December 14th, 2013 to January 1st, 2014. Buy one, get one, 50% off. Interesting. Looks like there's nothing over here. Except something in here.
Whoa.
Oh!
Jeez.
Okay. From what I understand, there's really nothing in here, right? Unless I'm supposed to get bottles somehow or something. Alright, let's go back to here. Let's see if this even opens.
There.
It's footprints.
Dad!
Okay. How am I getting over this fence?
I'm guessing I have to throw this and break a window or something. Yeah, right here, right? No. Do it a brick? I don't even think that's tall enough. Let's see. Is there a way? Oh, maybe I have to go this way. Could be wrong, could be right. They're definitely giving you bottles for a reason in here, because there's nothing else to collect. Will this break the window? Okay, take it. Then I'm guessing we're gonna use a dumpster. Oh, it's a coin.
Look at that.
Virginia.
1978.
I used to collect coins. I think in my parents' basement there's a coin collector book with coins in it. Wasn't a big hobby or anything, but it was just interesting to, whenever you found a quarter that had a certain state, you just like, it was kind of like Pokemon card collecting. You just wanted to collect them all. Should I jump this? Let's see.
Smooth, Abby.
Okay, I think we're good.
Abs? You got a little mud on you there, sweetheart.
So do you.
Where?
Right there. You know, every time you run off like this, they give me shit about it.
Come on.
Believe it or not, they actually care about your safety.
These woods are safe.
Dad.
Abs, she's been hanging out right on the other side of those trees.
And?
She's due any day now. We'll just check on her and then we'll head back. I promise.
Let's just make it quick.
See? I've got my little girl to keep me safe. How'd you know I was here? Owen ratted me out, didn't he?
He did his job.
I swore him to secrecy. How'd you get him to talk?
I asked.
Huh.
Must say something that all Abby had to do was ask, and Owen told a secret he was supposed to keep. Maybe because there is supposed to be some type of love triangle. It feels like that was introduced in the first time we played as Abby with Owen and the pregnant lady, Melanie, I think her name is. Maybe there's a love connection going on.
She probably cut through the playground.
Hey, look what I found.
Oh, wow. 1978. Don't have that one in my collection.
You can keep it. If you promise not to pull anything like this again.
You got yourself a deal.
Why don't I believe you?
No reason I could think of. Come on, let's keep looking.
Dad.
Relax. You'll be back with Owen before you know it.
Wait, what?
Nothing. Just noticed you two have been hanging out a lot. More so than usual.
We work together.
Abs, it's fine. I like Owen.
Oh, God. How long have you known?
I'm your dad. I see things. Like the way you both try really, really hard not to look at each other when you're around me. You get all serious. It's very cute.
I can't handle this.
And he makes you laugh.
That's because he's such an idiot.
I just like how he's extra nice to me now. He gets all nervous when he has to keep me in check.
So, you're taking advantage of him?
Me? Never.
I love how Abby's dad is kind of like almost like a Nathan Drake archetype. You know, he's kind of a little adventurous. He's you know, he understands Abby's collection of these quote unquote rare coins. You know, the treasure aspect of it, and then he seems to be caring and very passionate
Abs,
about
look.
what he's all about.
Fresh tracks.
Fresh tracks.
Let's see if we can find anything else.
Those
Wait.
hooves.
This is just your sneaky way of giving me a tracking lesson, isn't it?
I would never. Is it working?
Well, I mean, I found you.
Yeah, but you cheated.
You do what you need to do to get it done.
Wow. You actually listen.
Oh, yikes. Placenta?
Dad, I found something.
Oh my god. She already gave birth.
Ew.
And look, 2 sets of tracks.
Dad?
It's her. Let's go.
That doesn't sound good.
No, she's in pain.
I know, but I wanna explore over here first. Hold on. Alright, but let's see.
Abs. Come on.
Dad, wait! What if they're infected around?
This area is clear.
You know they roam.
You brought your gun, right?
Of course.
And I'm not worried.
Trying to see if there's a coin in that. Oh, that fire hydrant just disappeared. And then came back.
Abs. We've got to cut her loose. It's okay, calm down. Don't worry. I'm not gonna hurt you. It's okay. Damn it. It's really in there. Abs, come here. Here. I'm gonna hold her.
Okay.
Calm down, calm down. Calm down.
Doc, are you around here?
Over here, Owen. What? Hey, get over here and help me hold her. We need you back up. Owen! Hold her. Come on. All right. You got her tight? Yeah. All right. Get in there, Abs. Steady.
Dad!
Holy fuck. Everybody's looking for you. We gotta... Hey, wait!
Dad!
What's going on?
Come on! We did good back there. Doc, that girl showed up. What girl? The one Marlene keeps talking about. They found her in the tunnels. She has an old bite mark on her arm. No signs of infection. That can't be. They're already running tests on her, but you gotta get down there.
Dad.
Come on. It's intertwined with the brain. There's no other option.
There has to be some other way.
There's no way to remove the specimen without destroying the host.
The host. She's a child, not some petri dish.
You think I don't... I'm aware of the situation.
And you're okay with killing her.
No, I'm okay with developing a vaccine that'll help save millions of lives. How many fireflies have died for less?
That was their choice. Are you asking me? Or are you telling me this is how it's gonna be?
I am begging you to buy in.
And what if this was Abby?
Look, everything that we've been fighting for, all the sacrifices, all of the horrific... All of that is justified with this one act.
If this was your daughter, what would you do?
Abby,
I'll buy you some dinner.
thank you, sweetheart. Look, Marlene.
Do it.
Thank you.
I'm gonna go tell Joel.
Why?
He traveled across the country with her. He has a right to know. Good luck with your surgery.
You're doing the right thing.
Yeah.
If it was me, I'd want you to do the surgery.
Is he still in the fucking building? Abby.
No!
Abby, don't look.
Dad! Dad! No! No! Joel, get up. Joel, fucking get up. Please stop. Please don't shoot. Joel, please get up. No! No!
Burning hell, pendejo.
I'll fucking kill you.
Whoa, what are you doing? Manny.
Cleaning up.
No. We're here for him. That's it.
It's too risky to leave them alive.
Too fucking bad.
He's right. We can't have loose ends.
We killed them. We're no better than he was.
They didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah, look at my face.
Fuck your face. You should have been guarding the upstairs like I told you to. Move! Back up.
Calm down.
Or what? Back the fuck up!
Calm down!
Garden! You shoot me?
Stop!
We're done.
Abby. Oh. Easy. You okay, Abs?
Yeah, just...
What's up?
Been searching everywhere for you. We've been called up. Isaac wants us at the front.
What? Are you serious?
I'm afraid so. We should hustle.
We're leaving now?
Yes. Vámonos.
Okay.
for giving me their room last night.
Yeah, who was it this time? That cook chick?
Nah, the weather chick. She's down from the mountain.
Oh, the scientist. Nice.
She's a little too excited about her job. Talked my ear off about some storm and I don't know.
Worth it, though?
Oh, absolutely. I can die happy now.
You should. You're never gonna do better than her.
I keep thinking the same thing. And yet, here we are.
Alright. So, just some quick thoughts before, and I'll probably go into more of it next episode, but, it's, first of all, the zebra scene almost feels like a mirror to the giraffe scene from the first game, but it's a little bit more, it's interesting because zebras, I don't know if you know this, but zebras are, like, assholes. Like, they are considered, like, compared to horses, regular horses, they are, like, like, they'll kill their own young, they'll kill whatever, like, zebras will, like, do whatever it takes to survive. But maybe it's because they're in Africa, but giraffes are in Africa too, so the giraffe is presented in a more majestical, peaceful way. The zebra, it's fighting, it's bloodied, it's, it just had this gave birth. We didn't even see the baby, I don't think, right? Or we did, yeah, we did. We just saw the baby, but there was a roughness to it in contrast to the giraffe scene. And we're seeing this with Abby and her father compared to Joel being the surrogate father of Ellie. Interesting contrast. I don't know what to make of that just yet, but it feels very like it's leaning into, whereas the giraffe scene made me very emotional, whereas this was like, right off the bat, we're playing as the character who killed the protagonist we, came to love. And then we're getting kind of like this antithesis of the giraffe scene with Abby and her father. So it's almost like the game isn't trying to beat you over the head with like, hey, this is a father-daughter dynamic too, and yeah, like they're also passionate, or they're also like caring about animals or whatever. I don't think it's trying to beat you over the head, being like, oh, these are people too or whatever. There's something interesting about the creative choice of kind of making it a zebra and making it all wounded as it was. It's messy, you know what I mean? And it's also an interesting creative decision that Abby's father is the one who's advocating for the death of Ellie in order for the vaccine to happen. It's definitely not presented in a way where it's like black and white. They're definitely conflicted. Marlene's arguing against it. It brings me back to like those what was it? Those audio tapes you get to listen to in the first game towards the end when you're in the hospital and you hear the doctors and the surgeons talking about, arguing, the morality of what's happening and, the struggle they're going through. It wasn't a decision they made lightly. Here we're only seeing a brief argument of it, but we know that this was a very strenuous situation. But it's interesting that Abby comes in, she can feel the mood of the room, she can feel the heat of what's happening and the tension. She knows who Joel is. Joel isn't just some thug who killed her father. She understands the situation. She understands a little bit more context than we would have given her credit for. It wasn't just some random surgeon that got killed, and from her perspective, oh, like this guy just came through and killed. She knew the situation, and she even reinforces her dad's decision by saying, if it was me, I would want you to do it. Whether that's her being, whether that's reflective of her actual moral choice or what she would actually do, or she's just trying to make her father don't feel so terrible over a choice he's already made. But it's interesting, and it's definitely from the audience perspective not something that, well, from our perspective, we're just like, screw these people. Like they're, you know, we played as Joel and Ellie. We you know, we love Joel and Ellie. We don't know who you people are, and you're just making these decisions. But again, it's just interesting how it's not black and white, where they're all of a sudden we're playing as Abby and we're getting her perspective, and we understand her perspective now more about what's happened here. But they're not making it so like a trick against the audience, where it's like, well, you're an idiot if you disagree with Abby and her father about, or you're an idiot if you think Joel is Joel and Ellie are the better pairing or whatever. Like, no, they're actually showing Abby and her father in kind of not the most glamorous light. They're, you know, they are human too, in that they make their own very tough decisions, and decisions that we're not going to agree with. So I like that Neil Druckmann and Naughty Dog made the decision to not make these characters likable from the get-go. You know, there's some humanity you can glean from them, but they're not, you know, just like Joel and Ellie, they are not perfect, and they're not, in contrast, you know what I mean? Like, they are just as flawed and not being presented in... I just like that they're just not being presented in a gotcha moment type of way, where it's just like, oh, well, aha, you should have known that, you know, this was the surgeon, and it just makes you think, you know, this was the surgeon that was going to operate on Ellie, and, you know, we get more context of who that person is compared to the first game, obviously, but I just like that there's some interesting creative decisions happening here that are not they're not trying to hold the audience's hand or trying to ease them into like liking these characters or anything. I'm rambling, but it's just interesting. And now we're playing as current day Abby in day one. So next episode we will get into this. Public Pig, it's been a pleasure. Anyone out there who wants to like, comment, or subscribe, it's greatly appreciated. In the meantime, stay safe, stay healthy, keep a clear head, and keep on gaming. And I'll catch you all next time. And I'm excited to see, because a lot of the Abby stuff is very much a blur to me. I'm very, now that I understand the game a little bit more than I did my first or second playthrough, or at least I've had some distance to really reflect on it, I'm really interested to see what my opinions are of this. This you know, kind of like, I guess, retread of the timeline of playing as Abby through, you know, day one. So anyway, we'll leave it there. Everyone out there, have a good one. I'll catch you all next time. Peace out.